Hey everyone. So I'm sure we've all heard by now about Brian McKnight, the concert being canceled in Detroit. Isn't that Chocolate City? Huh. And here's the interesting about it. Basically, the reports say that he called his children from the first marriage, the black woman, the black children, evil and a product of sin. And when I first heard that, I thought, why would he even go there? You can have a difference with your kid. It's nothing new. We've heard about it before. Evil and a product of sin. I can't imagine a father sinning about their children. But it goes to show you that self-hatred is real. Not even thinking about your label, your brand. The self-hatred is real. This right here, why would it even feel comfortable to even say? Because we already know, and you have to face things for what they are. In our community, there's a lot of violence against women and children. Gee, as a friend of mine said, if something were to happen, someone were to attack us, any place in the country, what's going to happen? It's going to be a military response. Somebody does something crazy. What's going to happen? Call 911, the police to address the issue. There's been a shooting. Call 911. In our community, the women and children go missing, abused every day. And what are we doing besides calling 911? As a collective, not too much, because they're not valued. That's why it's not stopping. Oh, what is it? The one that snitches get stitches. So everybody don't want to get involved, mind my own business, and it keeps on happening over and over again. 70% fatherless homes, over that amount. 84.4% of black men being the sole breadwinner or co-breadwinner. Do you not get it? I did the video. What lady say? They hate you. Use you for some fun, get you pregnant, and then he's gone. He'll have a kid, child. He might be just 3 miles away. And the kid doesn't know him? He doesn't know the kid and care if it's his. Unless he happen to see the mama. Oh, he does look like me. The self-hate is real. These men, I don't see how you can say they don't hate themselves. They hate themselves. That's why they love to try to breed out. They breed themselves out. They want to get with a woman that doesn't look like their mother. They want to get with a woman that doesn't look like them. So then they can have a product of a kid that looks maybe the opposite of them, mixed. Self-hate. They want whatever is the opposite of them. It speaks volumes of how they do what they do. And in the community, as a collective, based on the behavior, based on the violence that occurs, that hatred kind of permeates a large sector of our group. That's why he would feel comfortable saying that. And in true Dusty form, so emotional. If they're a product of sin, maybe it's for the sins of the father, because you're the daddy, that's for sure. Why would you even say that? No filter. To me, it spells hate. That's what some black women don't get. I don't that I've heard so many excuses as to why the man is not around, doesn't see us. Well, you don't have to agree. I guarantee you, if he has a job, they can talk to him crazy, demote him, not promote him. He doesn't agree, but guess what? He still knows how to go to that job and be respectful to those folk. A black man told me how one of his relatives, I couldn't believe it. He had his cousin, I think, yeah, his cousin, married a Caucasian female. They were over at the house, and the phone rang, and it was like, I guess back in the day they had like uh you leave a message on the answer machine, and something happened. He picked up the phone and there was speaker on the speakerphone. It was his mother-in-law. So he married Becky, and it was her mom had called. He said to me, my homeboy said to me, they lost respect for him because the mother-in-law called there asking for her daughter, and I'll never forget, told him, I know my daughter is there. Put her on the phone, N-word. And guess what happened? He said he started making, oh man, she just playing. And they were like, dude, it was on speakerphone. He said he was there when he heard it. He said it sounded hateful. I know my daughter is there. Put her on the phone, N-word. Still make excuses. Why? Self-hate. That's why it's to the black woman, because he wants to have children that don't look like him. That's his validation. He actually hates the skin he's in. Wife number two, well, Latino woman, they classify as white. And she's a baby mama. She got a whole, last time I checked, the chick got a whole Latino son sitting up there. Would he say that about him? Self-hate. So why would he say that? Because we have to face reality. Not for all of us, but there's so much damage. There's so much mistreatment and abuse that occurs throughout the community. Women and children aren't valued. These men, most of them don't value their kids. That's why they can disappear, not pay child support. Find out a woman is pregnant carrying their seed. It's not going to be a wedding ring, child. He might ask you to abort. And then if you don't, you might want to stay gone for 9 months, because guess what? It's not uncommon for a pregnant woman to end up getting shot, killed. One woman just came back from her baby shower, did a story on it maybe over a year ago. And next thing you know, she's with her mom, unloading the gifts from the baby shower, she's shot multiple times and also shot in the stomach. Mm. They just did a show. Oh my gosh. You know what? Let me see his name. They just did a show. This was crazy, of a man. He had dated, I'm not sure if they were married or baby mama, divorced, but yeah, Caucasian female. What did he do? And she had a cute little daughter. She had said basically that there was an issue with him, and she had basically labeled him like, dangerous and violent. Oh, I think his name was Stephen Williams. Yeah. So what happened was, I think they went their own way, and he had Becky number two lined up, and guess what went down? She told him there was an issue with child support, and that she was going to take him back to court for the back pay because he was behind on the child support. Guess what happened? He went to visit her. All they know is she ended up dead. He pulled her teeth out, cut her up, put her in a plastic tote, and then put, what do you call that stuff? I think, was it acid? Yes. And buried her. Killed her, pulled her teeth out of her head, and threw the teeth in the water. Cut her up, dismembered her, put her in a tote, acid, and then buried her way out in the rural area. Why? Child support. They're like little boys. They want to play BDICK daddy, but the responsibility, I don't want to do that now. All because she told him she was going to go back and take him to court for more child support. Why would he do that? And it was only one child. And the child just made it look black to me, but it was one child. They had a daughter. Why? Doesn't value that child. Doesn't value at all. Doesn't value that child's life at all. So this, when children aren't valued, yeah, they'll speak out of turn. Of course. And look, stop and think about it. They've been kind of going through it on the internet for quite some time. Him and his kids, him saying he didn't want to, this group, they don't really, most of them don't sit up here and invest in their kids. Oh, no. They think because they clothe and fit like they really did something. They're just a basic dust buster. Ooh-wee. Stop and think. If by him saying this on the internet, evil and a product of sin, so something happens to him, where do you think most of the wealth will go? That's why I'm glad that concert was canceled. Boop! Where do you think the wealth will go? To the women by the first wife, the black wife, the evil product of sin? More than likely, all the wealth will go toward the Latino, the new woman the second wife that he's married. So they said, let your fingers do the walking. I said, let that wallet do the talking. Let them support him, because those black children are considered evil and a pocket of sin. So I say his wife, their culture, let them support him. Why would he say that? Because this is just who a lot of them are. They don't value children. That's why we have a high fatherless home rate. That's why you have 84.4% of black women having to be the breadwinner, if not the sole breadwinner or co-breadwinner. And how do we know he ain't pitching in 10%? If that. Some sitting up here, they said, oh, it was a video so funny. Oh, they're splurging on child support. Child and women were getting like $7, $10, $12. It was ridiculous. So for him to say that, it speaks volumes. He had to think it, but then to type it out on the internet speaks volumes. Because he knows the community. And really, I think he's probably surprised at this backlash. Because the mammies wouldn't care. They well, you must be having a bad day. Speaks volumes. Can you imagine having your father? I can imagine having your father say that. Evil. And a product of sin. The apple, if that's the case, don't forget the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So if his children are evil and a product of sin, maybe Brian McKnight, if that's who they are, again, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and if they're evil and a product of sin, maybe it is because they come from thee. Maybe that's who you are. A poor excuse for a parent. He should beg them for forgiveness. Anyway, let me know what you all think. Again, I'm glad the concert was canceled. For a father to say that is unforgivable, evil. So your black children are evil or product of sin. Okay, so then the second time around, you marry non-black, okay, Latino, they pretty much classify as white. And don't be surprised, you're still on the line, she might take him for everything he's got. But hey, it might be a JBW moment when it comes to these Dusties. JBW, it's all right. It's all right. Whatever they do to you, it's all right. Just be white. And I'm out.